Hey folks, welcome to your Friday market wrap up. My name is Matthew Buckley. I'm the Chief Investment Strategist here at Wealth Creation Investing, or WCI. And holy earnings, Batman. So Google had the premature release yesterday, so to speak, and that was abysmal. Chipotle. Let's get right to Chipotle right now because I've been trading weekly options on Chipotle in our wealth creation with options portfolio and our Top Gun options portfolio, and I got absolutely shellacked. For everybody who's like, wow, your portfolios are doing great. Guess what, folks? Took one amazingly on the chin today. Took the max loss, and that's an absolute failure on my part. Down 70%. This trade, just an outside a regular standard deviation move. The stock's down 15%. It's correcting off the lows right now, and I might actually step in underneath this right here to see if I can get a quick daily trade out of it, maybe the 245s, 240s. But just absolute train wreck. And for a company to miss that badly and forecast down the road what they forecasted and not pre-announce is just, it's almost criminal. if I were a hedge fund that had a ton of Chipotle positions, I'd be a little upset right now, and I'm obviously very upset at not doing so well with Chipotle. Risk management though only had $5 wide strikes. Right, it was an iron condor. We obviously lost on the short strike, and another reason we don't use $10 wide strikes at Top Gun options or wealth creation with options. So absolute failure out of me on Chipotle earnings, and just did not see it coming and would have expected a pre-warning. So that's bad. Google, same type of thing. That's bad. So we've been talking in our live trade briefs about Q3 and companies doing the standard under promise and over deliver. And we've seen, we're probably in a third quarter of earnings here, and, approaching the fourth quarter. And it looked like it was going to be one of those under promise and over deliver. Wall Street races out to lower expectations, and they turn around and beat expectations. Instead of horrendous, they get horrible and the stock goes up, right? Well, now we're starting to see some cracks in, what's going on. Google, obviously, huge pullback. It's coming back today, but the Chipotle's and a bunch of other folks who came out with earnings yesterday that surprised to the downside doesn't bode well. And I'm automatically going to take my eyes forward. I have to debrief my Chipotle mistake and learn from it and move forward. But here's what I'm already looking towards is Q4. If Q3 is going to third and fourth quarter kind of end up being a train wreck, what's Q4 going to do? I think we are in for a tough time on Q4. So that's why, today, market's down 102, the SPOOs are down 9, almost 10 points. The only real positions that are in the green today, some Apple stuff like that, are my hedges. I have a bear call spread on SPX. I have a SDS, very bullish, double vertical spread out to January, saying, hey, out to January, I have the Jan 30, I'll show you this. It's a bearish double vertical that I took in a credit to do out to January of 2013, the 51.43 and the 55.57. And let me break this one down for you. This is a huge hedge on the fiscal cliff, on the election, and here's the risk to reward, 1 to 1.3. There's a 34% probability of losing the max money. If the SDS goes ripping through 51, world peace breaks out, and Ahmadinejad, Netanyahu, and everybody starts dancing together, or a hedge if the SDS spikes about $4, maybe the $3 over where it is right now. The max gain's about $7,900. So this is a nice hedge in our portfolio, and this is what on days like today we like to see. Our VXX positions, our oil hedges, our SDS hedges, our SPX hedges, all looking pretty good. Okay, so swing and a miss out of me on Chipotle, and apparently on a lot of people as well. But I'm going to fix those things today. The rest of the day, I think we're going to trade sideways a little bit, but always beware on a down day expiration as you go into the close, and you might see some massive selling as traders get out of positions. But existing home sales, a little bit of a bright light, not too much. 4.83 revised up. last time they were looking for 0.73, and kind of, let's just call it, it came in line. It wasn't bad, but it came in line. But it doesn't matter. The market's really not looking at that. They're looking at Chipotle. They're looking at Google. And unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of sympathy. Folks getting caught up in the Google fragmentation pattern, so to speak. For example, Apple. We have a weekly iron condor on Apple that was doing great. It was up about 2 grand into yesterday, and we needed to stay above 625, and it's flirting with potential pin risk at 625. So we're probably gonna. I just sent out a video to and an SMS alert to all our traders about what I'm doing with Apple. I'm going to monitor it in the model portfolio because I can the rest of the day, but we're probably going to eject out of this and keep the profit we've already made. Okay, so interesting day. I'm going to, and obviously it's the anniversary of the crash about 25 years ago today, which is a little creepy. So, the market's kind of taking that into account a little as well. All right, I'm probably going to try and step in front of a Chipotle trade here. I think I'm not going to be catching a falling knife, and I might be able to take some of the sting out of the loss I suffered in the model portfolio today. Okay, can't win them all, folks. If you're trading somewhere where all they talk about is winners, 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 run as fast as you can, okay? At Wealth Creation with Options, at Top Gun Options, I'll be the first one to admit when we swing and a miss and the reasons behind it, and I'm going to debrief with our traders during our live trading next week to take the hit on it and what I'm learning from it, okay? That's the pronoun you need to hear when you're trading with anybody is I. I made a mistake, and you don't pass it off on anything else. Okay? Happy hunting. Make sure you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you on Monday with our Monday Market Outlook.